Or do we have the tape? Wait till Dan gets it.
Posterity.
Okay, this is the meeting of the Park Committee, Wednesday, April 12th, 2017, at 6:30 p.m. Present are Alderman Andy Nicholson, Alderman Chris Weary, Alderman John Vanderleest, myself, Alderman Dave Lennon. First thing is approval of the minutes.
So moved.
We have a motion to approve the minutes of March 29th by Alderman Nicholson, seconded by Alderman Vanderleest. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, approved. Motion is approved. Adoption of the agenda, are there any additions or corrections? Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Nicholson, seconded by Alderman Weary to approve the agenda. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. First item is consideration with possible action on a request to apply for a DNR stewardship grant to construct Phase 1 of the East River Trail connection and approve a resolution in support of the application.
Okay.
Dawn?
In 2016, we bonded $275,000 to begin construction on portions of the East River Trail connection. We are requesting approval to submit a DNR stewardship grant application requesting $275,000. We would use the bond money as a match to the grant. The grant is a 50-50 match. Phase 1 construction would consist of building sections of the trail that the city already owns, or the construction of the necessary surface crossings in the right-of-way. After the budget is approved and the grants would be awarded, the park staff would meet with DPW to determine which trail section should be built first. Please note that the Parks Department did apply previously for an NRDA grant to fund the construction of that canoe kayak launch that we had brought to you previously. In the grant, if the grant is awarded, the canoe kayak launch would be included in the Phase 1 construction of that as well. As part of the grant application, the DNR also requires a resolution, which we gave you a copy in your packet. That's all.
Okay, is there any discussion?
Motion to approve.
Okay, motion by Alderman Nicholson, seconded by Alderman Weary to approve a resolution. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Get closer.
Motion carries. You bet, one step at a time. Number 2, consideration of possible action on a request by the Green Bay Public Arts Commission to install rotating art sculptures at Lake Memorial Park on the corner of Irwin Avenue and East Shore Drive. John?
Okay, at the March 22nd Green Bay Public Arts Commission meeting, the group discussed installing several revolving art pieces throughout the city. In each selection location, the artwork would fund the concession and installation of footings to accommodate the sculpture. The commission would then select art pieces for each one of those locations. Ever so often, they would switch them out or revolve them, so that they end up getting a lot of attention. Initially, they would like to start out with 4 locations, 2 of those on the east side and 2 on the west side. They are requesting that the Park Committee consider installing 1 sculpture location at Light Park and the other one at the intersection of Irwin and East Shore Drive. The sculpture at Irwin and East Shore Drive would be located on the Wildlife Sanctuary side of the property. You know where that is? It's right across from our sign in Bay Beach there. If these projects are successful, they would look at funding additional locations in the future years. All the costs would be the responsibility of the Green Bay Public Art Commission. The staff is in support of this request, contingent upon all costs for the installation, damage repairs, and maintenance of all the footings and surface are the responsibility of the Green Bay Arts Commission.
Motion to approve.
Second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Nicholson, seconded by Alderman Vanderleest to approve. Chris?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Donnie,
Yeah.
I'm in favor of this. I'm just wondering, does the Public Arts Commission have the final say on the artwork, or do they have to run that through at least Parks to know what's going to be there? I assume all going to be,
They'll run it past.
okay, just
Yeah.
give you at least one heads up and one up.
Yeah, I think the commission is making reports to the council, so we can can get the minutes of the meeting, so I think we can kind of keep an eye on it. But They've tried to select some visible locations, and these are very, visible locations, doesn't really interfere with anything that's there.
Just want to make sure you had oversight. I know there's a NENEG statute coming in there.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know about that one.
We
How large
also-
are the sculptures, Donnie?
What?
How large are those sculptures that you're
I
gonna
have no idea right now.
I don't think they've determined that yet.
Yeah.
I think they're still.
Bigger than
Steve?
a bread box, smaller than Empire State
They're-
Building.
The footings or foundations they're putting in are gonna be 5 by 5 foot by 5 foot concrete pads, so anything would have to be limited to that size and supported weight-wise, they wouldn't be able to overload that pad.
And I would think visibility on the corner there, like at Bay Beach, that would be something you would take a look at, make sure that it doesn't interfere with it.
One of the nice things about them, we've had a lot of discussions with them as well, and at first they were looking at areas within the right-of-way, and when you're in the right-of-way versus on the private property side of the property line, there are certain things that need to be taken into account as far as liability issues. So by going onto the private property side, a lot of those issues have been resolved as far as making sure the thing is breakaway and things of that nature. By definition, the minute you go onto the property side of the property line, you're going to be outside of vision triangles and things like that. So that's one of the reasons that we're also supporting, DPW supports this for safety issues.
Okay, so we have, is there any more discussion? Any further discussion? Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the request. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The third is consideration of possible action to approve accepting a $5,000 donation from Meyer to be used for the Fit in the Parks program.
James?
Sounds like a great thing. James?
Yes, thanks. Thanks, Parks Committee. Fit in the Parks, if you guys don't know, is a nationally award-winning program. Its goal is to provide affordable health and wellness programs to the citizens of Green Bay by utilizing and raising awareness of the great parks our city has to offer. Over the past 2 seasons, the program has reached over 6,000 participants over the last 2 summers. And Fit in the Parks, just so you know, is a self-sustaining program, relies on continued partners and sponsorships throughout the community. The community really buys into this program. We're excited to grow this program initiative with the support of another $5,000 sponsorship, not another from Meyer, but another sponsorship that we've gained, this one for $5,000 from Meyer. And we'd like to thank Meyer for their continued commitment to support healthy lifestyles in Green Bay. So the motion would be?
To accept the donation.
Motion to approve.
Okay, is there anybody here from Meyer tonight? Okay, well,
They were invited, but
Yeah.
they're still
sure.
locally based out of
Sure.
Milwaukee.
Certainly not a controversial issue. It sounds like a real positive thing. So we have a motion by Alderman Nicholson, seconded by Alderman Vanderleest to accept the $5,000 donation. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 4 is consideration with possible action to approve accepting a $13,900 grant from the Wisconsin Beverage Association for the Green Bay Parks prescription program, Parks program. James?
So yeah, keeping with the health and wellness initiatives here, the City of Green Bay, Purveya Health, Live 54218, and the Wisconsin Beverage Association partnered in the summer of 2015 to actually create a parks prescription program. So Green Bay Parks RX is a clinically based program that refers youth to use our parks and programs to develop a healthy lifestyle by getting outdoors and being more active. Participants maintain an activity log which tracks activities to allow them a chance not only to increase their fitness levels, of course, but also win prizes and stay excited about what's going on with fitness. Kind of trick them sometimes into, being fit. This program is very successful, and it continues to grow. Due to the success of the program, the American Beverage Foundation for Healthier America, in partnership with the Wisconsin Beverage Association, and along with a lot of support from our local bottlers, 7-Up, Pepsi, Coke, have awarded a $25,000 grant. $13,900 of that grant will actually go to the Green Bay Park and Rec Parks Recs program to extend the program for another 18 months. And the remaining $11,100 will go to Purveya for Purveya and the City of Green Bay really partner with a lot of these initiatives because we bring in the program and the park side of things, and we complement that with public health and what they're doing from the healthcare standpoint. So we're requesting to approve. Motion to approve.
Okay, we have motion
Second.
by Alderman Nicholson, seconded by Alderman Weary to approve. Any questions? Chris?
I just want to compliment staff on keep getting these grants and these money, and these are really good programs. I mean, they're really successful in the community, and I just happen to have a 5C. Just happen to have a t-shirt.
I think we had a grant from the Beverage Association last year, didn't we, that we approved with committee?
Back in, yes, we've had multiple ones, I
Yeah.
think, through them. The last one in 2015 was when we started the program. But this time, they're kind of investing a little bit more, I guess, in what we're doing with the programming side of things to really now, the first was just kind of getting the program out there in the community. Now we're really going to expand the program. It's really going to get some good strides here in the next 18 months.
So very good. I don't think there'll be any controversy
No,
in accepting grants.
I have a lot of people complimenting
Right.
me about it, and so it needs to be passed on. You know, it's
Yeah, well done
received.
by everyone involved. Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, Director's report, Dawn?
Well, before you get off of that, I would just like to publicly thank the American Beverage
Yeah.
Association and the Wisconsin Beverage Association, along with our local vendors, 7-Up, Pepsi, and Coke, for their continued support of supporting youth fitness in the city of Green Bay.
Yeah, it's obviously something we can't do without
Without partnerships.
those generous contributions.
Correct.
So it's great that we're able to continue this. Okay.
Okay, the director's report. All the rides at Bay Beach are up. We'll spend the next week testing them and then scheduling the state inspections with the state inspectioner. Opening day is May 6th, coming around, so pretty soon. The Golden Memory Ball will be held at Bay Beach Friday, May 12th, 7 to 10 p.m. Tickets are $8. We received the pool concepts today about 3:45, so we haven't had
Approved.
a chance to look at
Which
them
one?
yet, or, we don't have the prices for the pool yet. He's going to get us that in the next couple days. So as soon as we get that, we'll sit down and review it, and then we're going to schedule a neighborhood meeting. And after we have the neighborhood meeting, again, we bring it back to the park committee. You guys get to review it, and then it goes to council for final approval. So all of our crews are really crazy busy right now. As you know, we're gearing up for the summer season. And all of our facilities, you know, we gotta get our pools up, we gotta get Bay Beach up, we gotta get all the parks up, we gotta get all of our athletic fields up. So they're really hustling, and they're doing a good job to make that all happen. And that concludes my report.
Motion to receive and place on file. A quick question for Dawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Colburn Pool going to be open in the summer?
Yes, I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm
that's good.
trying, I can't say 100%, because we're running into several issues, as Alderman Weary can tell you, but we're really going to try to make it go.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know that for Bay Beach, it's the 125th anniversary. Are there activities planned?
Yes. Throughout the year, we'll have several activities.
Can you
The
jump
main
out of a
day-
cake?
Yeah,
Donnie?
yeah. Yeah. No,
No?
no,
Okay.
Donnie's not going to jump out of
Then
any
Dave
cake.
will. Dave
I don't want to frighten everybody, so no, I'm not going to do that. But anyway,
will. Dave will.
June 10th, we're going to have a major celebration on that day over at Bay Beach. We'll have bands, we're going to have fireworks that night. We're looking for sponsorships for that to help us out. But throughout, we're going to have specials throughout the whole season. You know, like maybe you can get a hot dog and french fries for $1.25 on a certain day. So we're going to do all those types of promotions to, you know, really make it special. We're one of 8 parks in the nation to be 125 years old. So that says a lot about Bay Beach and that park. You know, it's got a long history. It's a grandmother of a lot of amusement parks. We are the 8th oldest amusement park in the United States, and we're the 20th oldest amusement park in the world. So 125 is something to really be proud of and celebrate.
Any other questions? If not, we'll entertain a motion to...
Motion to receive and place on file.
Okay.
Second.
A motion by Alderman Nicholson, second by Alderman Weary to receive and place in file a director's report. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We stand adjourned.